guys home with your families. Start a little Christmas break. That's what I'm ready to do. Yeah.
Well, what'd you think? This is a tough spot, isn't it, with the big game the other night and then the break coming
Yeah, for
up?
sure. I mean, I knew it was going to be tough, and I knew Bethune-Cookman was going to come out and battle. Today. I mean, they have talented guys. What those programs are asked to do, man, it's tough. The number of road games they have to play, and it's kind of like a mercenary run. For them this first couple of months of the season, and I mean, listen, I'm tired from playing in Phoenix a couple nights ago. So, these teams have been traveling around the country playing in these types of games, and they turned up and they competed today. So, I tip my hat to them, and our guys battled back. We got the result we wanted, and we had some really good moments. So we're just gonna take those away from it and keep it moving.
Difference defensive. You guys were so good on defense the other day. Tough to keep that up, or is that
No, I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch it. I just think Bethune-Cookman was just playing with a lot of effort and energy, and they made a few tough shots, and then they just kept coming. They just kept coming, and it was kind of a lot of all or nothing plays. I mean, when you have 22 turnovers, but you continue to play aggressive. You take some chances. Sometimes those passes get through, and they end up being layups or wide open shots. So. I don't think our defense was terrible, but I think it was just a combination of Bethune-Cookman just being, consistently aggressive.
The balance of scoring the last couple games. I think today 6 different players in double digits.
Yeah, I mean that's a good thing. 7. That's a good thing. I'm happy when that happens, but it's not like something we game plan for. We don't tell guys, okay, you scored 12 points, start letting your teammates score. It's just kind of how the game ends up sometimes. And we have lots of good players, and we've kind of really settled in on that 8-man rotation, and I think those guys are getting comfortable. Finding their spots, and so if we can have 6 or 7 guys in double figures on any given night, that's a good thing.
Sure, your freshmen, they just play well beyond their years. They're smart up here. They're just older.
Yeah, I mean, we've always felt, from day one, they had a sense of maturity about them, and they're also great competitors, and they have good basketball IQs, and I think they've really progressed over the last couple months, and I'm looking forward for them to get a few days off. They deserve it. They deserve a few days off to get away from me, get away from here, get from their families, and then I can't wait to pick things back up with them on the 26th.
You've been in a weirder game in the sense that there's a 7-point sequence there. A guy gets thrown out, the fire alarms.
I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, maybe it's right before Christmas. I don't know what it is. I mean, there was a lot of strange things, but to be honest with you, I'm happy we got through it. And I think we're all looking forward to those few days off.
Did you talk to Mobile and what happened?
I haven't talked to Mobile. Mobile's a great kid. Mobile's he's a great kid who probably did something he shouldn't have done. I don't know if he said something on the first tee or he faked like he was contesting the guy's shot. I don't know, but both of them aren't right. And after they called the first technical, he must have said something else. I never really asked. I just trusted the officials on that one, and I didn't want to go, make a scene and jump Mobile because he's a great kid. We'll deal with it. But, I just think it goes to show that, lots of things impact winning and lots of things impact a culture. And, even if you're not playing, you still can have an impact on the game. So maybe let's learn that lesson, and let's make sure it doesn't happen ever again. But especially in maybe a closer game down the stretch. I'm gonna chalk it up to a great teaching opportunity.
On that note, how do you kind of, as a whole, go about managing the team in these type of moments where maybe the game's getting a little bit dicey, or even just?
I think a couple of things. I mean, you let's lock in competitively and just really attack this game possession by possession. I was worried about us having a little bit of a slow start today. We obviously really didn't practice much yesterday, and we hadn't really done that yet this year. So I was interested to see how we come out, and and obviously, we didn't come out with maybe the effort or the urgency you would have hoped, but sometimes that's to be expected. But we found it over the course of the game. So when you have to manage seasons lots of ways, and you can be a tyrant, and you can and try to demand everything perfect in your way all the time, or you can be a human and understand you're dealing with other humans and try to help them through it. And obviously can look at myself and continue to figure out ways to get better. And, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a couple of days on this break. I'm going to kind of clear my mind, and I'm going to really think about, what this team can do moving forward, because, we've had a great, obviously pre-Christmas, but it's pre-Christmas. I mean, it's nice. I mean, I'm happy we're here, but we really haven't accomplished anything yet. So, let's roll up our sleeves and be more excited about the challenges coming down the road. That's what I'm excited about those. I'm looking forward to South Dakota State, and I'm really looking forward to playing in the Big 12.
Is there some part of you, though, you're 12-0, your best start ever, does that hit you at all in some way? Or?
Not at all.
Does it compare, say your first year, you guys were 11-0, was it
Man, Bruce, that was 4 years ago. I'm a grandpa now. I wasn't then, so lots have changed. Life keeps moving. So, I really don't draw any comparisons. I'm not really good at that stuff. I like this team. I like where we're at, and I like where I think we can go. But, we're gonna have to continue to get better and stay the course to get there.
Is this one of those breaks where you definitely want your players to kind of just relax, focus on family, and kind of take their minds off?
I told them that 100%. And our guys are hoopers, so I told them if they want to get in the gym and shoot by themselves, keyword by themselves, I'm okay. But they don't need to be going and playing with their high school team. They don't need to be playing one-on-one with their brother. We don't need any, any mishaps that way. So we have a good thing going. Let's stay healthy and keep it going.
Or your opinion on Mo got called for that flagrant, and as I understand it, intentionality doesn't matter. If you hit a guy in the head.
Yeah, I haven't seen the replay. Obviously they felt like he did, and I think it's just tough when you're a big guy that's, you're physical, they're playing you physical. There's going to be contact, and if you're 7'2" going against a guy who's 6'8", and the face is right next to that elbow, so it's tough, and I don't know, and it's something we'll look at, and if we think it's there's a technique we need to make an adjustment on, we will. But I'm trusting the officials on that.
Right. I was wondering with Mo, obviously you don't want to go your elbows up, and I'm wondering when you have a guy like Mo, do you have to?
Well, I don't know how you squeeze the ball in with strength and keep your elbows in. Maybe if somebody can help me with that, we'll figure that out. But again, I haven't seen the play, so I don't want to get in the weeds in it. I'm trusting the officials' call. They obviously reviewed it and made the call they felt was appropriate, and they reviewed the next one and didn't call it. So, I'm going to trust the officials on that one.
You kind of mentioned that Braden's figured it out as far as his game. Would you agree with that? And do you still
Braden's in a good way right now. I think he's, getting more confidence, and you could see today, he kind of once we got in the game and they got a little bit heated and competitive, you could see him rise to that moment. He's a competitor. He's a good player. So, it takes a certain amount of confidence to do that, and he showed that today. So, continued progress from him for sure.
I was just looking ahead, the game you have a week from now. I don't think Arizona's played a non-conference game after Christmas for 15 years or something. Do you like that, or did you figure you had to fill a hole there?
It's just the way the schedule broke. I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to go, 10 days without a game before the Big 12. So, obviously we had to squeeze this game in. Sometimes it'd be great to, play on the 20th against San Diego State, then go home. But we're just fitting the games in where we have to, and we're not really overthinking it. But I'm okay. I'm okay playing a non-conference game after we get home from Christmas to kind of, obviously finish off our non-conference slate and get ready for conference.
So you guys come back? Are you Friday, Saturday? How many? Games?
I'm sure guys will kind of stagger in, those couple days, and I haven't really looked at the schedule to know exactly what we're doing. But they'll come back, and we'll get a good few days of practice in before the game on the 29th. Appreciate you guys. Have a great Christmas.